Hi, this is Rich. Welcome to my blog. So I was going to do a video earlier, and it took, I got on my tie and my nice shirt, and I'm going, oh, all right. And I'm going to talk about all these different things going on in the world, right? And I have these notes that I made like 5-10 years ago. There's somewhere, and it's got all these different subjects that have something to do with what's going on behind the scenes on planet Earth. So I can't find it. I'm looking all over for it. Where's that thing? There's the list. It's got all these neat things on there. And long story short, I pissed off my mood, and now I'm not in the mood, and I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. It's like you're going to do something, and you're all in the you're really and something happens, and you're just like. So I'm about gave it up, fuck it, and I'll wait till I get in the mood again. But instead, because I really wanted to make a video today, even though I'm not feeling it, right? So I go, oh, I know, what to do when you're not feeling it, right? Because I know you probably get that way too about life. You wake up in the morning, you're not fucking feeling it, man. He's like, fuck this, and you go back to sleep, right? So let me show you what I do, and maybe you can do something similar. Anyway, first of all, what I do is just, it's self-reflection, it's self-actualization, it's looking inward, and I ask myself these questions. I go, and the answers are within us, right? Everything you need to know, excuse me, everything you need to know lies within you. Wow. So I guess that doesn't mean you need to know all this shit you're learning on the internet, right? Whatever. All right. This is me being goofy, and, that'd be outtake. I should start over, right? Hi, this is Rich. How you doing? We're going to talk about what to do when you're not feeling it. And how we're going to do this is we're going to do some self-reflection. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is define for ourselves, what do you mean, Rich? Not feeling it. Well, it's not like, it's like I'm not in the zone. I'm not, I'm not pumped. I'm not focused. What happens is when I'm going to talk about a subject, I'm usually feeling it. And what I mean is I'm tuned in to the idea, the concept. Like the last video I did was reincarnation or reincarceration. And I'm just in the kitchen pouring a cup of coffee, not even thinking about a video. But I'm thinking about reincarnation, and I go, that's more of an incarceration than incarnation. So I go, oh, video title. And I was instantly feeling it, right? So I came in here and fucked around for a little bit, getting the lighting right and all that shit. And I made that video, and I liked it. It came out good. And thank you guys for your comments, and those of you who liked it. One guy didn't like me fucking cussing. Damn it. Sorry. Fuck. It happens. So anyway, that's what it means to me. It's being in the zone and being in tune with the idea. And if I lose if I can't, I have to do it that way, or I can't make a video. All right. So I'm all ready to go, man. I'm gonna rat out the New World Order, man. I'm just gonna talk about all kinds of neat shit. And I just had a list of about 100 things, and I was just going to rattle off a little of this and a little of that and a little of that other thing. Ooh, how about this? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that. Oh, and how about that? And I couldn't find my little freaking list. And it was a whole thing. I was just going to, it was going to be fun. It was going to be short, and it was going to be neat. And I couldn't find a goddamn thing. And then I started getting into that thing. You know how when you lose a set of keys or something, and you look all over and you just can't stop looking, and then you find another set of keys that'll work, but you can't stop looking for that first set of keys. Well, I started getting into that, but I was looking for that that list of things. It used to be a website. All that stuff it was actually a printout of an old website I had going. Anyway, I fucked around and I lost it. The juice, the feeling. God damn it. So then I tried for like 30 minutes to get back in the zone for something. Yeah, couldn't do it. So I'm about to give it up, right? And I go, oh, I know. Why don't you just do a fucking video on not feeling it? Oh, well, okay. I'm not really feeling it. I know. That's why we're doing the video. Or that's why we're doing the session. I'm giving myself a session, you see, solo style. It's the universal release method, I call it. Came up with this one myself. Anyway, it goes like this. It's just a bunch of questions you can ask yourself, but they're deep questions, and they get you looking. And then the idea is that these questions will help you reflect, realize things about yourself. Your personal truth will set you free. You will free up your emotions. You'll get a laugh. You'll get a chuckle. You get a realization somewhere in all this. And then it's released. Your attention is off of it, and your mood has changed, your emotions changed, and your attitudes changed, and the whole fucking world has changed before your very eyes. Pretty neat, huh? All right. Okay, so here's my question. Some of you have seen me do this shit before. Okay, so what might be we'll just start with the first question, and I got a whole ton of these questions, right? They're on both sides. Okay. What might be some of the reasons for not feeling it? Well, I took too long and I pissed off my time when I was feeling it. Okay. Is not feeling it new to you? Well, hey, let me tell you more about what I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling the zip and the zest and the pizzazz about talking about cloning human beings and the movie stars and celebrities are being cloned. I'm not talking, I'm not in the mood to be talking about the reptilians, the evil motherfuckers, and their satanic rituals. And I'm not feeling in the zone to be talking about how there's patents about mind control and through your television and through the music. I mean, there's patents. You can just look it up. I'm not talking about how people with really great devices that will help people, just new energy devices, how they get assassinated. I'm just not feeling dark and like, oh, let's talk about that negative shit. Okay. Next question. Do you ever find it difficult to get in touch with not feeling it? No, I've been not feeling it a lot recently. Go to bed at night, have a lot of shitty dreams. A few good ones, but mostly nonsense, waste of fucking time dreams. Do you ever have those? What I believe that is some of our dreams are our own personal construct that we've done with the assistance of our divine inner self. And divine inner self is showing this self or ego self or this aspect of myself that has to live in this freaking world, is setting up some scenarios that I can run through and learn something new or deal with it. Now, wouldn't it be fucking great if I actually remembered the motherfucking dreams? That'd be fucking great. That would just make it all worth fucking while. But no, we don't even get to remember our goddamn dreams, much less what happened between lives or past lives, all that shit. And so one of the reasons I'm not feeling it is, what I'm not feeling is warm and fuzzy about what the hell's going on planet Earth. It's just absolutely fucking disgustingly bad. And I go, Rich, don't be such a bummer on YouTube, man. Don't be a fucking bummer, man. Talk about the good shit. Really? Yeah, let's talk about the good shit. Really? It seems like, if this was World War II, and you were in Japan and you heard rumors that the evil Americans, or the wonderful Americans, whatever you would call these Americans, were planning on nuking a couple of your cities, and you knew about this, would you want to be running around talking about the neat shit and the latest meditation technique you've fucking heard about? Would you want your friends and family to be ignorant and blissful? Or you want to be the guy that's a big fucking bummer running around telling people how fucking bad it is, how fucking bad it's about to get? It's a tough question, man. I was going to make a video about ignorance is bliss. You know, I couldn't find my big long list of shit to do a video on that, so I thought about, I don't know, I'll do a video on ignorance is bliss. And I thought about doing a video on flat Earth distraction. Is that a distraction? Yeah, what's it a distraction about? You know, what are you being distracted from? If you go, oh, flat Earth, fuck you, distraction. What do you mean distraction? From what? My new meditation technique. My deep breathing. Well, if the Earth is flat, or at least not the size and shape we've been told, and it's a whole different thing, we have to ask ourselves, why are they lying to us about that? If it doesn't really make a fucking bit of difference in your daily life, you still got the same job, you're still going to drive to town, and you're not going to go up a hill or down a hill, and you're not going to fall off the side of the planet, so it doesn't matter if the Earth's flat or round, says some people. It's a distraction. It doesn't matter if it's flat or round. The hell? No, it doesn't matter. The size and shape is relative to you getting up in the morning and walking around doing what you do. But you have to ask yourself the question, why are they lying about this? Why would they lie about it? And you got to ask, are they lying, if you start looking at some of the facts, some of the observable proofs that you can do yourself, experiments on people are doing it all over the place. This flat Earth thing is just moving right along. It's catching up speed, snowballing, and it's getting some momentum, and that's a good thing. There's just too many unanswered questions about that shit. You know, why you can see 20 miles away. You know, there's supposed to be a horizon there, and you can see anyway 20 miles, 40 miles. You can just go out and buy one of these fancy zoom cameras and just zoom on, dude. And people are doing their video experiments and uploading them, and it's good. And it's, for me, I think anybody with any depth of thinking that had to confront for it would look and not call it a distraction. But that's just me. So I said, fuck it. I won't make a video about that shit. What else? Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, let's do that. Stay ignorant. See, back to this flat Earth thing, right? I've been watching more flat Earth videos today. My thought is that if the powers that be, if the super rich, if those beings, people who are controlling this planet are doing all this other bad shit that I know they're doing. I've been researching this for years and years and years. There's some bad people. There's some bad beings on this planet doing bad things, man. Seriously bad shit. If they're doing all that, and the Earth doesn't seem to be the size and shape that I was taught, it doesn't take me much to go, okay, they're probably lying. NASA would be the guys, the go-to guys, right? If everything was kosher and legit and nobody was lying, NASA would be the guys to go to. Let's just, from outer space, let's look back at the planet and see a big round globe and we're all good. Well, NASA has been unreliable, right? I just, for the hell of it, looked at the specific Nazis, the very specific Nazi scientists from World War II that were brought over to the U.S. on Operation Paperclip, you see. And our wonderful president at the time didn't want these Nazi scientists coming over to America and being part of our own military and rocket department. I'm short on the fucking words today. Okay, but yeah, but that's okay. The intelligence services, GIO, or some weird fucking intelligence gang. They decided that they would do a little shifty shuffle on the paperwork and change these Nazi scientist guys' histories or backgrounds or references or whatever, right? And so they would paperclip those to the other documents, and that's why it became Operation Paperclip. But anyway, the point is, we got a lot of Nazi fucking scientist guys that were involved with the development and establishment of NASA. And I don't know, with all the other information about who's running the world, what they're doing, and how they're doing it, and why, it just seems to me that NASA would be unreliable. Not to mention all the facts about the fake moon landings and all that bullshit. Just very unreliable. So they're not the go-to guys about is the Earth flat or is the Earth flat or round or whatever. Then we get a guy like Admiral Byrd. He comes in the picture, and he's checked out the North Pole and South Pole, and he's on record, on video, saying that there's a tremendous amount of resources discovered inland, or once you get into Antarctica, there's just lots of great resources. And this was way back then. Why would they? Anyway, you can just speculate till your head explodes. Why would they lie, or why would they not let the rest of us and private enterprise go down to south, go south and do our own research? And why did so many of the nation states make a treaty that they all agreed that they would protect Antarctica together, and thus preclude private enterprise? And there's no more free world to explore, and let free enterprise and free people just go down there and do their exploration, discover their own things, and come back and tell the world. No, we don't get to do any of this sort of thing. And it's just, you know what? I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here. I think you guys already get it. You know what the hell's going on. But yeah, so I just kind of lost I just wasn't feeling it for doing a video on the flat fucking earth thing, flat earth distraction, NASA lies, cloning. But Well, that's just going down, man. Well, okay, let me ask myself a few more release questions and get myself a laugh and a chuckle, and at least release this feeling of, or this issue of not feeling it. Okay. In what kind of circumstances, Rich, are you most likely to find yourself involved with not feeling it? I guess when I'm tired, when the lies are just over fucking whelming, too many lies, heard it too many times. And then what really is a bummer is when I think about how ignorant people are. What I mean by ignorant, personally, is they ignore how bad it is. It's just, and they just ignore it. Well, ignoring things will make a person ignorant. And I think it would be okay if a person said, look, I'm ignoring all that shit, ignorance is bliss. And I'm just going to live my blissful life in ignorance of all the dark shit that's going on. Because I don't have to get involved in that. It's not affecting me. Well, yeah. But here's the thing. I've never met anybody like that. And I don't know anybody that lives in bliss. What ignorance and being ignorant does is just keeps a person ignorant of why they're not fucking happy in the first place. Why is it that there are not more happy people, people enjoying life, feeling good about life? And I think it's because of ignorance. There's other reasons, sure. What's causing all the bad stuff, the dark, terrible things on this planet? It has to do with bad people doing bad things. But when we are ignorant of who those people are, what those groups and organizations are, we don't know what they are, we don't know who they are, we don't know what their real true intentions are. This happens when we are ignorant, and we stay ignorant, and we ignore too much, too often, too long. So we get our ignorance, and it isn't really bliss. It's just ignorance. And maybe you're not as depressed or as bummed out by staying ignorant of what's really going on this planet. That may be working for you. But unless people wake up and stop ignoring this stuff, then, if it's not going to happen to you, it's going to happen to the next generation or the next generation. The dark forces aren't relenting in keeping us ignorant and dumbed down, putting us in pain and distress and disease. Oh, well, it's a side story, but I saw a video today. Thanks to Akvila, she sent me a video thing. But it had to do with Parkinson's. This guy had Parkinson's. This is a video. This guy sitting here, he's got Parkinson's, and it's just like this. And the video was titled, How Marijuana Affects Somebody with Parkinson's. So the guy smokes some weed. And you can watch him. It's within like 30 or 40 minutes. His serious, messed up system calms down and is relaxed from smoking marijuana. And marijuana was not legal in his state. And that's just one more thing. It's how the dark forces keep humanity ignorant. See, I believe that if the population of any state, or any nation stopped ignoring, just a greater percent, 60, 70, 80% of the population would stop ignoring the seriousness of how bad things are on planet Earth, that there'd be no more ignoring and there would be no more ignorance, or should I say, there'd be less ignoring and less ignorance, and thus more understanding and more knowing about what's going on. And there would be enough people to make the changes in the governments that need to be made. Humanity would have a chance to create the changes that humanity, I would imagine, would want, okay, to make things better for the people, the population of the planet, not the controllers, not the elite, not the privileged, but the general population of Earth. And that could happen if we could confront just how bad it is. But you got to look. And we get these teachings about don't look at the negative. You know, stay positive. Stay positive. Don't look at that negative stuff. Only look at it long enough to figure out what you want. So you look about how bad it is, and you want good health. You want healing modalities. You want cancer cures to be legalized instead of suppressed by the FDA and other ways. Yeah, you want that. And so what are you supposed to do? Just imagine it, think it, feel it, visualize it, but don't look anymore because you got what you want? That's, to me, that's a messed up sort of law of attraction sort of concept, teaching that is just messed up. We have to confront what's going on. And it's not pretty always. Yeah, balance in all things, sure. You know, you got to look at the hard stuff and then look at the soft stuff. Look at the lies, you know, the lies they're telling us, but then look behind that at the truth of what it is. And then look at some of the, you know, look at the good stuff. There's new ways to be healed, new healing modalities. And they're not really new, they're really old and ancient, but they're being newly presented with great validity. There's a guy named Robert Morse. He's a naturopathy, a homeopathy, or he's a natural healing sort of doctor. Great stuff. Check him out, YouTube. Raw fruits, berries, and melons. Anyway, Wim Hof, W-I-M, first name, H-O-F, Hof, last name. It's got this great breathing thing. It's hard to deal, you know, it's like, why? I can't do that. Personally, it's a little much. But again, very powerful technologies, very ancient, very powerful, all of this. So yeah, sure, look for the good stuff, see the good stuff, understand the good stuff. But I say do not be, humanity cannot stay ignorant, can't ignore the suspicious activities like the size and the shape of planet Earth. It's very nearly impossible to look at the whole thing about the horizon and how line of sight, you can only see to the horizon and the Earth starts like that. Well, that information just does not hold true when you get a super lens camera, for example. When you just zoom in, and what you thought was over the horizon and should be over the horizon because of the curvature of the Earth, you can see just as clear as can be. You know, test after test after test. So it's suspicious. So we need to look. We need to check it out. You know, it's like, why? Why is this suspicious? What's the problem here? Oh, and the thing about, you know, as far as rotation of the Earth, gyroscopes, rigidity and space of a gyroscope. Gyroscope's not supposed to move, and it doesn't. When, you know, the thing under it does. Well, there's just a whole thing you can look at, and about airplanes flying through space, of the Earth rotating. The gyroscope shouldn't rotate. It's just, there's just so many little things that are telling us that we're being lied to about something like the size and shape of Earth. Why? And when you look at how much other evil is going on and how much we're being lied to in so many different areas and how much of those things that are good for us are being suppressed, why? Why? What's it all about? Like I said before, I'm probably preaching to the choir here. I'm talking to people who already know that generally what this is about. But still. I guess I'm sort of feeling it, right? You know, I'm talking about this stuff that I wanted to talk about, not in a really great, coherent video presentation on a particular topic, but yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. So I could ask my wrap-up questions like, could you let go of not feeling it, Rich, if you had to? Yeah, I could. Okay. Would you let go of not feeling it if you wanted to? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Oh, this technique I'm using is based on the Sedona release method. So look that up. I want to give them credit. These last two questions were like very similar to the Sedona release. Could you let go of your issue? Would you let go of your issue? And when? That's basically the Sedona method. Anyway, I'm rambling again, but I'm feeling a little better. And, well, to make a point here, does not feeling it help? No. How does not feeling it make you feel about yourself? Well, it makes me feel like shit. Let me ask some more questions here. I should get a better laugh and a chuckle than all this. Have you ever made any assumptions about not feeling it? Yeah, I assume that I got to feel it before I can talk about it. So, yeah. Okay. And obviously I don't. I talked about it here for over half an hour. Maybe I don't feel as good about my videos when I present like this, you know, when I'm not feeling it, but what the fuck? At least I said some shit about the shit, okay? I'm not ignoring it. I'm not holding it in. I'm getting it out there. And so done with the release of not feeling it. Good realization. It doesn't matter if I feel it or not. At least I got it out there, okay? So there's that. So, yeah. Before I go, I just want to say hats off to everyone who's sharing their version of the truth, their understanding of what's going on behind the scenes on planet Earth. And I really appreciate all that information. A lot of stuff about the flat Earth, NASA lies. People are uploading stuff about bullshit astronaut videos where they got their hairspray in their hair like this so it would look like they're in no gravity. There's just so many lame things. There's a video you can find on we've got some Apollo footage. The guys are fucking around in the capsule, and they're looking out the window at the Earth, the round Earth. You see, it's all bullshit and fakery. Well, somebody uploaded the raw footage before they edited it. You can see the camera moving around a little bit, and it totally rats out the whole thing. Oh, another thing about okay, remember that space shuttle that exploded in the sky and it killed all the astronauts on board? Some of those, if not all, some of those astronauts are still alive, kicking, still using their real name, and they're teaching in university. Or they're ahead of some organization or corporation, or they got a job doing this. You look at them 20 years, 20, 30 years, whatever, you look at their picture then and you look at their picture now. Obviously, same guy, same girl, same freaking name. Blatant freaking lies. I should say the fuck word. Blatant fucking lies, man. Gee, many fucking Christmas. It's like how blatant can they... They're getting audacious. They're getting like bold as hell, these dark forces that are lying their fucking ass off. Bernie Max, he spoke out against cloning in the Hollywood and celebrity thing. He got whacked. Bad, serious. This is a story I heard, and I believe it. There's so many dark things going on this planet. People need to know. And I encourage everyone here to, do their best shot at sharing some shit, sharing some info, blog it, video it, email it to somebody. I don't care. Tell your friends, tell your family. They'll think you're fucking crazy. Oh, man. Oh, did I say crazy? Did I say MK Ultra? Is the whole thing on that, right? Bloodlines, the 13 bloodlines. Jeez. There's so many things to talk about. So anyway, hopefully, in the future, I'll get my shit together a little better. I'll present a little better. I'll get my thing. I'll feel it. Oh, I'm feeling it. Turn on the camera, get started, say a nice little tight video on some subject or other, and be done. So I'm not all over the place. Because I'm just like everybody else. I don't like to get bitchy fucking comments. Well, why isn't there a fucking fuck you icon that, we got a happy face smiley. There probably is one. I just don't know about it. But it's like, hey, you don't like me? Just go like that. And then I'll fucking block your ass and we'll be done. Rich, don't cuss. Fuck you. I cuss. I started to not cuss on video. I was kind of getting into my warm and fuzzy place. Just focus on the positive. Fuck that. It's like you can't get fucked in the ass and then say, fuck, I got fucked in the ass. No, don't cuss. What do you want me to fucking do? Say thank you? I hate that Pollyanna pure heart fucking mindset. Pisses me off. We can't get angry? We can't get angry. Bad. Hating's a bad thing. Sure. Being afraid, that's puss. Don't be afraid. Oh, you chicken shit, you afraid? Don't be afraid. Okay. Well, I can't get fucking angry. People get pissed off. Besides that, if I get angry and talk about to the wrong people, I'll get busted. I'll get punished. Thrown in jail. So you can't get angry. You can't fucking hate. Don't cry. What, I can't even be sad and fucking cry it out? No, don't cry. We are programmed. So the best we can do, it's okay to be apathetic and pretend to be okay. It's fucked up. Just saying. Okay? That's my message. I could have said that in the first 3 seconds. It's fucked up. Bye. Gotta go. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.